call tonight. I would like to apologize in advance if I sound a little stuffy because my allergies have been getting the best of me today. But thank you all for getting on the call tonight. You can be doing anything with your Sunday evening, but you are here to hop on this webinar. So that means a lot. I just want to let you know that tonight's webinar is brought to you by the Too Smart University. So this is two companies working together in order to help you achieve personal financial success. And SMART stands for Saving Money Always Requires Training. And so this is the My Econ presentation. This is the Cash Flow Success Company. And the important thing here is, since we are a university, we take a educational approach. So let's go back to school and get what we missed. So just a little bit about the company. It is 17 years old. It is debt-free. This is very important because the founders put up their own money to start the company. They didn't have to borrow money from anyone. It is technology-driven. So this is great. You can be in business anywhere in the United States. It is based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and our mission is to empower people to attain success by acquiring more cash flow. So our associates have generated over $500 million in cash flow. And this is important because it says our associates. We're not talking about the founders. We're not talking about corporate. We're talking about people that are actually utilizing the strategies and the tools that we're going to go over tonight to increase their cash flow. So for anybody that's already in business, they have gotten a piece of that 500 million. And any new person on the call tonight, we're going to show you how you can get a piece of it as well. So when we think about cash flow success, this is a universal concept. So when you think about it, everybody wants more cash flows. If you're thinking about individuals, if you're thinking about companies, nonprofits, governments, everybody wants more cash flow. And when you think about it, more cash flow is essential when it comes to your lifestyle. So when your lifestyle, that entails how you live, how you eat, what you're driving, all these different things. So of course, as we're living and going through our day-to-day, it costs us money. So we're going to need more cash flow so we can be more comfortable. When it comes to investing, we need the money to invest. So it would help out to make more money. That way you can use that money to help your money grow even more. And then last but not least, debt elimination. The reason why people are in debt because they do not have enough money. So in order to eliminate that debt, the best thing to do is attain more cash flow, get more money. So we have great financial strategies to help you achieve this and bring more money back into your household. We have great products and services, and we're going to talk about business ownership and why this is also essential in increasing your cash flow. So just to dive into the financial strategies, we're going to talk about the first strategy. This is correcting your W-4. So for most people, when you get that job and, they slap that paper on the desk and it has all the zeros and ones that you're supposed to put on it, and most people don't know what they're filling out, this is a W-4 form. The IRS says that 80% of the population have too much money withheld from their paycheck. So that means when they're looking at their paycheck, they're seeing everybody get paid first, and then you get what's left over. And I know a lot of us, we're working, and then we get so excited because at the end of the year, we get what we call a what? Or beginning of the year, we get what we call a what? A refund. So that's pretty much our money. We're telling the IRS to hold our money all the way to the end of the year, and they don't even offer to give us any kind of interest on whatever they made off of our money. They're making money off of our money, don't give us any kind of interest, so they get to hold it. So we show people how to properly fill this form out, and on average this can bring an extra $200 to $500 back into your household just by utilizing this first strategy. And this is immediate, you guys. And so just think about what an extra $200 to $500 can do for you. If you can use that money to pay off some debt, use that money to increase your investments, or you can do both of those things simultaneously. Number two, we show you how to minimize taxes with business deductions. And we're going to show you why this is important and how you can be saving a lot of money. Third, how to build great credit. So we have a My Credit system. This is a do-it-yourself system. It's going to teach you the ins and outs of your credit. So you'll know what to do to fix your current situation if you're looking to improve your credit score. And you know what not to do to get yourself in that bad situation that got you the credit score. We also have debt elimination strategy. So we have a software that you're putting in your income, you're putting in your expenses, and you're putting in, the date that you plan on retiring. It's going to come up with the plan just for you, a personalized plan just for you to be able to get out of debt. You're going to know what your debt freedom date is. You're going to know what your financial independence number is. So that way, you have a plan and you can start working on executing it so you can get out of debt as quick as possible. And then last but not least, you get to learn how to invest like the pros. So the great thing about being on the call tonight, we are partnered with the Let Us See Financial Group. These are a group of licensed professionals that can help you with investments. So not only are you getting educated on investing, but we have the licensed professionals that can help get you started if you're not already investing and help you find the right investment for you. So if you want more information on that, you get in contact with the Let Us See Financial Group. The number is 336-275-4203. So I want to leave you with a quote from Jack Ma Young. This is the executive chairman of Alibaba Group. Net worth is $37.2 billion. He said, if you put bananas and money in front of monkeys, they will choose bananas because they do not know that money can buy more bananas. In reality, if you offer job and business to people, they would choose job because most people do not know that business can bring more money than salaries. So profit is better than salaries because salaries can make you a living, but profits can make you a fortune. So this is powerful, you guys. And we're going to show you tonight how you can be making a profit and make as much money as you want to make. So that way, you can live financially free and take care of your family. So that's definitely something to think about. But while you're making all this money, you might want to travel. So travel is the most searched word on the internet. Travel is a $7 trillion industry. And when you look around, I know at least for me, every time I look on social media, look at my peers or just people that I may follow, there are people, somebody's on my timeline traveling all the time. They're always overseas, they're traveling, they're always at a beach, some tropical place, somebody is always traveling. So if people are going to do it, we have the great software to let people do it at a discount. Excuse me. So we have the Elevation Travel. With the Elevation Travel, you get up to 70% savings on travel. You get 110% cashback guarantee and price guarantee, and you get generous reward credits. Also, you get access to over 1 million hotels and resorts, over 300,000 luxury residences, over 15,000 cruises, over 50 rental car companies, flights all over the world, excursions, activities, and more. So think about it, most people are going to travel anyway, but this is a great way that you can do it at a discount. I mean, if you compare the prices from this software to Booking.com, Priceline, Expedia, 9 times out of 10, this software beats all of those other sites out there that help you travel at a discount. So I know every time that I look to travel somewhere, this is the first place I look, Elevation Travel. We also have other great high demand products and services. We have the My Credit System. You get do-it-yourself credit repair training videos. You get dispute template letters with automated letter writing and reestablishing credit sources. So this is a lot of information that you get with the credit system. We have an online business, so it just makes sense to have identity protection with free and legal discounted services. So the great thing about this software, if you were to get hacked or compromised in any way online, the ID Defender is backed by $1 million liability policy. So pretty much it's going to back you up to $1 million in damages. Also, you get free and discounted legal services. So if there's any opportunity for you to need a lawyer and need to talk to someone, you could talk to somebody either at a discount or for free. And that is a part of the ID Defender. And we have other great products and services as well, like roadside services, nutritional products, plus many more high demand products. And I have a personal testimony today of the roadside services. So I was just in South Carolina earlier today. And I made a special trip down there because we have a car that we had in the yard back home since before I was born. So we have a 1960 something Gran Torino. And so me and my mom was going to my grandma's house to pick this car up because we had a guy fix it up, and we was gonna pick it up and take it back to my hometown. So, you know, I planned a special trip. We go down there, and today we was trying to drive that car back to my hometown of Spindale. And I'm driving for the first time. This is my first time ever driving this vehicle. See, like I rode in it probably like in high school sometime, like one time in my life. I'm actually getting to driving now. So I'm having fun. This thing is fast. So I'm passing everybody, cutting through traffic. I'm having fun with this car. And then we get probably 25, 30 minutes down the road. And next thing you know, I'm hitting the gas, but the car keeps slowing down. And it keeps slowing down. So I'm like, what's going on? So we pull over to the side of the road and we try to check things on it and, you know, don't know what's wrong. And then I try to get back on the highway for a little bit, it'll ride for a little bit, and then it'll start back slowing down. So make a long story short, I end up having to use our roadside service, Road Assured. And so thank God when I called them, like by the time I actually talked with the guy, or talked with the lady, she said somebody would be out there within the next hour. Literally right after we got the phone, maybe 2 minutes later, the guy called me. He was like, he's on the way. I asked him how far he was. He was about 15 minutes down the road. So thank God, you know, he was able to come. But although that was still an hour, that was a couple hours of mess trying to figure out what was going on with that car, and that prolonged the trip. But you guys, these products and services that we use and products and services that we have, they are things that people actually need. And like I said, I had to use the Road Assured today. So, you know, these are things people actually need. And the great thing about this, it helps you drive traffic to your website. It helps you drive business. And the IRS says you must make an attempt to make a profit. So this is a great way, you guys. Now let's talk about credit. So for anybody that's on the call and they're looking to improve their credit, we have big news for you. So the credit repair industry is a $3.4 billion industry. And so like I know people all over are needing help with their credit. So today's improved credit scores are needed by most Americans, and many have credit report errors needing a dispute process. So when we think about it, everyday companies such as potential employers, bankers, lenders, insurance companies, and more are making life-changing decisions on you based on your credit score. So this is important to go ahead and improve that in any way that you can. So we have the My Credit System. The videos that we have, there's 24 minutes, 33 seconds long. And, you know, there's an introduction. And just to go over this, cash is king was once a powerful statement, but in today's digital world, credit runs the kingdom. So even if you have a great career and boatloads of cash, you will still need a good credit score. So this process is simple to use. First step one, we show you how you can pull your credit report. And, you know, we have resources below to help you with that. So we have the annualcreditreport.com and we have myfico.com. We have step two. We show you how to freeze secondary bureaus. And this is very important is because the Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion can't use these secondary bureaus to verify any information if you have this information froze. So this is a great thing to do while you're working on building your credit. So we have resources for that. We have Advanced Resolution Services Incorporated, and we also have Innovis Consumer Assistance. So you can contact them to request that freeze. Step three, you want to check for errors. So this is very important. If you have, you know, your credit report and everything, just because it's on your credit report doesn't mean it's supposed to be there. You know, you can very well have errors on your credit report affecting your credit score. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act states that any information that is listed on your credit report that is inaccurate, outdated, or unverifiable must be removed from your credit file. Step four, start the dispute process. And we're here at MyEcon, we made things simple for you when it comes to the dispute process. We have a dispute letter template. So all you have to do is just put in your name as it pertains to you. And then when you get out to select the letter, as you can see on the right, there's a list of different letters, and you will use whatever letter is good for you at that time and whatever process that you're working on. So you may need the credit inquiry dispute letter or the goodwill letter or how to remove medical collections. Depending on what you're working on, you will use that particular letter. And then you'll send it to the credit bureau that you need to send it to, and you'll provide the creditor names and account numbers. And it's just that simple, you guys. All you have to do is plug and play. Step five, credit utilization. So this is very important when it comes to building your credit, because this counts for 30% of your credit score. And for the best results, it's they say not to exceed over 30% of the amount that you have for your credit line. You don't want to exceed 30% of that. And for the absolute best scores, you don't want to exceed 10%. So this is how you can help improve your credit score. Also, there are great programs out there to help you build your credit as well. So there's credit loan builder programs such as Self and Credit Strong. Also, there's secure credit cards such as Self Visa, Chime Secure, Open Sky, and First Progress that will help you with actually building your credit. Then congratulations, you guys. You did it. You achieved that great credit score. So now you have that 750 to 850 credit score. So now we're going to talk about business ownership and why business ownership. So business ownership empowers us to generate income, build wealth, and minimize taxes simultaneously. So business ownership is one of the fastest ways to grow income. 2/3 of all millionaires are business owners, so that's why it's important. And then 3, direct sales and network marketing has produced over 15 million millionaires, you guys. That is a lot of millionaires. So the key word here is ownership. It's also a key to leaving an inheritance. So just think about it. You don't want any kids after you, grandkids after you, to have to start from ground zero. You want to pass something on, let them build on whatever foundation that you've laid. So this is a great way, having a business, having ownership of something, so that way you have something to pass down to your children or maybe even your children's children. So when we're talking about business, when you're in business for yourself, you have the opportunity to write off a lot of things. You have endless amount of potential business deductions. And before I start diving into this page, I want people to realize that everything that I'm gonna go over on this page are things that you're probably already spending money on. But this is how you can save a lot of money. So just to dive into it, home and rent. So if you are paying a mortgage or you're paying a rent and you are working out the comfort of your own home, you have a home-based business, now a portion of that rent or mortgage can be written off on your taxes, you guys. So for this particular example, we're gonna say we wrote off $1,450 in utilities for working out the comfort of our own home. Next, if you have a car or a truck and you're driving that vehicle, maybe you're driving to go get something to eat, maybe you're driving to get gas, wherever you may drive that vehicle, but if you drive that vehicle and conduct business, you can now write off the mileage that you drove that vehicle. So the IRS says you can write off 65.5 cents per mile that you drive for business. Excuse me. So let's just say in a year, you drove 10,000 business miles. That's $6,550 that you're able to write off on your taxes. Let's talk about communications. If anybody has a smartphone, a tablet, laptop, using internet, think about it, we're all on a Zoom call, so we're having to use something to be able to listen to this call. So like if you are in business for yourself and you're paying for the internet and you're working out the comfort of your own home, now you can write off the internet bill. And depending on when you buy your devices, you could potentially write those things off as well. So for this particular example, we're able to write off $2,000 in a year for communications. Next, travel. So we just seen in the previous slide that we're able to get travel at a discount. However, although you're getting this travel at a discount, the plane ticket, the train ticket, the bus ticket, the parking fees, the tolls, the cabs, the Ubers, the Lyfts, all these different expenses that you have while you're traveling, if you conduct business while you travel, you now get to write these things off. So instead of just taking a vacation, you take a business trip, but then you vacate while you're there. You do all of the things that you were going to do on vacation anyway, but now that you're in business for yourself, you get to write these things off. So that's a great deal right there, you guys. You get travel at a discount, you get the best rates out there, and then while you're having all these different expenses while you're traveling, you get to write it off because you're in business for yourself. For this particular example, this is $5,000 that we're able to write off in travel. Next, business meals. So for anybody that like to eat, want to go to a nice restaurant, if you go out to eat and you conduct business, now the government will pay for 50% of your meal and 100% of the tip. So you can leave a big tip if you want to, and you can write off 100% of that tip. And the government will pay you for half the meal, you guys. For business meals, for this particular example, we're able to write off $5,000 in a year. And then last but not least, wages. For anybody that has children, maybe even grandchildren, if I don't know if you're already paying them an allowance, but you can now actually pay that child or that grandchild. So the IRS says you can pay them for doing domestic work. They could be making up the bed, washing the dishes, mowing the lawn, doing whatever it is that they may do, but you can now actually pay that child. And the IRS says you can pay each child up to $13,850 per child in a year. For this particular example, we had 2 children and we paid each child up to $10,000 per year. So you guys, these are some of the common tax deductions, and just look at everything we just went over. These are things people are already spending money on. Let's just say you have $40,000 worth of tax deductions and you made $60,000 in a year. You subtract that 40,000 from the 60,000. Now you're only having to pay taxes on $20,000 as opposed to having to pay taxes on 40,000. So you guys, this is how you can save a lot of money. And to make it even better for you, we're going to show you how you can get these wonderful tax deductions. We have the Cash Flow Manager. So this software is good for business and it's good for personal use. You can have this on your smartphone, or your tablet, computer. You have the ability to enter in your income and expenses, and it has a receipt caption. And you guys, it's pretty simple. All you would have to do is select the expense type, you select the date, the amount it was, who was there, what was it. At this particular example is a BPM luncheon. It was at the Sheraton downtown Atlanta, and he wanted to add some extra notes. We said he gave us 100 names during this business meeting. So that is how you're able to jot down or write down an expense that you have and write it off for your business. And as you can see in the bottom part of it, it says the mileage. You just write down what the odometer reading said, write down how many miles you drove, and as you can see, for the business miles, we're able to write off 39 business miles for this example. So that's how all of the expenses are. And as you are inputting expenses all throughout the year with the click of a button, you can have everything categorized. So as you can see in the bottom, there's the advertising, there's Cash Flow Manager monthly fee, commissions, and the list goes on. But it's keeping track of all of your entries all throughout the year. So as you can see, right at the click of a button in the bottom right corner, that is $40,123 that we're able to write off on our taxes. So the key thing here, you guys, is the key to deductions is proper documentation. You have to be able to properly document everything. And the great thing about getting this whole system, this is included and your membership. So whenever you get involved, you automatically have access to this software. Now let's talk about making more money through business building. So with business income, you have the ability to earn business income by enrolling people into our memberships, our products, and our services. The great thing with our company, we have many success stories and testimonies all across the country from all different walks of life. Everybody talks about how this business has been able to impact their life in a positive way. We have automated technology and tools. And the great thing about being a part of our company is the VP of Marketing does a training on marketing your business online every Tuesday. So this is the VP of Marketing. He does a live training. So you have the ability to be able to ask him questions, get more insight of how to grow your business, you guys. So just to get an idea of how you make money here at MyEcon, we have the world-class compensation plan. So for anybody that you personally enroll, so you show them this information, they want to get involved, that is $76 you earn on personal enrollments. So anybody you personally enroll, that's $76 in your pocket. Now, you also get paid up to $10 on team enrollees. So now you're not the only one making your money. So if you have a teammate that came on board, they know somebody that want to get involved, they get them involved, that's $10 in your pocket and you didn't even have to do the work. So for anybody that may feel weird about that, I just want people to realize if you are working a job, the same thing has happened to you at your job. So the owner of that company, of the job that you're working at, is leveraging himself through the efforts of all of you working that job. So just to give you an example, I worked in property management. We had an assistant manager, we had a property manager, we had a leasing consultant, we had maintenance staff. All of us were there at the property, working on the property, keeping the tenants happy, bringing new tenants in whenever they moved out. We did everything there is to do at the property, right? Our owner, he was never there at the property, but he's still receiving a check. His check is a whole lot bigger than ours. However, we're still getting paid for what we're doing at the property. But he's able to do that because he's leveraging himself through the efforts of all of us that are working at the property. So while we're there working, he's probably at the country club talking to his business partners about the next apartment complex he's going to build somewhere here in Charlotte. So just ask yourself, if it's good enough for the owner of your company, is it good enough for you? Not being the only one making your money. And then you also get to earn up to $13 in monthly residual income on active members. So residual, this is money coming in every month for doing a job one time. So an example of a residual bill, cable. How often did they have to install cable into your home? One time, right? But how often do you have to send them a check? Every single month. So if it's good enough for the cable company, is it good enough for you? Do the job one time, but continuously get paid for it. So just to show you what this can look like, if you have weekly sales of 5 people, your weekly pay will be up to $380 a week. Your yearly sales will be $250, and your monthly residual at that point will be $3,250 coming in every month. So just think what an extra $3,000 can do for you in your financial situation. And somebody might say, that's not good enough. I want to amp that up. So let's just say your weekly sales will be 20. Your weekly pay will be up to $1,520. Your yearly sales is $1,000. And then your monthly residual at that point is $13,000 coming in every month. That can truly change someone else's life. The $3,000 can truly change somebody else's life, if you choose to be a part of this program. Also, you can sell products as well. So like I said, we have great products that people actually need. And the great thing about our products, if you were to personally sell a product, you'll get paid up to 70% on retail sales. If a teammate sells a product, you'll get up to 15% on team retail sales. And just to give you an example of how this works, say the My Credit system, somebody's interested in that. This is a $99.95 product with a $65 commission value. So if you were to sell this product, you would get $45.50 because you're getting 70% of that commission value. And then if a team member sells this product, you're getting 15% of the commission value, which is $9.75. And the same thing works for the travel membership. Each product is going to have its different commission values, not going to be the same. So that product is $139.95. The commission value from that is $60. So if you were to personally sell that, you're getting $42 in your pocket. If your teammate sells that, they're getting $9. So each product that we have is going to have a different amount that someone would have to invest, and it's going to have a different commission value, but you're going to get 70% if you do it, 15% if your teammates do it. So that is our world-class compensation plan right there. So just to wrap everything up for you today, if you were to get started, we have the income shifting membership. This is the business income system that comes with income shifting strategies. You get the quick cash flow strategy, minimize taxes, learn how to get out of debt, you get to build great credit, and learn how to invest like the pros. This also comes with an automated marketing system to run your business. Now, this is a $99.95 value. However, for anybody that's not want to procrastinate, they want to get it done tonight, you now have a one-time investment of $39.95, and then 30 days later, $39.95, just to keep your site up and active. So that is today's offer. If somebody is interested in the Elite Business Membership, you're going to get everything that's included with the Income Shifting Membership, but you're also going to get Elevation Travel. So if you want to travel at a discount and be able to go to all these wonderful places, this will be included in this membership. Now, this is a $299.95 value. However, but if you're interested tonight, you can get this at $99.95. That's a startup investment. Then $49.95 just to keep your site up and active 30 days later. And the great thing about the membership, say the income shifting membership fits you right now at this moment, you can get the income shifting membership. And then if you decide that you want to upgrade, you always have the ability to do so. So you guys, these are the memberships we have. And one last thing I want to leave with you. Price is only an issue in the absence of value. Just think about all the things that we went over tonight and how it can be valuable in your life. And before I leave, the Too Smart University, as you can see, the Letter C Financial Group is on the left. They help you with income protection, cash flow management, annuities, asset protection, legal protection, debt management, and insurance products. So if you need help with any of those things, we have licensed professionals on the call. You can ask them about these products, and they'll be more than happy to help you out with that. And as you can see, we have My Econ on the right, which is what we went over tonight, the personal financial success company. And then there's other companies that we also work with as well, listed below. But that concludes my presentation for tonight. And now I'm just open the floor up for any new person that's listening to the information for the first time. Please just give your name, who invited you, and what you like best about the presentation.